Hey everybody, I'm here with the latest version of FSD 12.5.1.3, and I'm here with my dad and my mom. We're going to dinner, so we're going to get their first impressions on this new FSD version.
And it's Omar's dad's birthday.
Yep. So happy birthday to him. Be sure to wish him happy birthday in the comments. And thanks to our sponsor, Abacus AI. They've got this great new product called ChatLLM. You can get it for your business for just $10 a user per month. You get GPT-4, Gemini, Claude, Llama 3, all the latest models, all for one price. Lately, a lot of people have been playing with Grok and image generation. They actually support image generation in there too, so you can compare all the models and their image generation, and it's a really great product. Go sign up at chatllm.abacus.ai.
So it's a single interface?
Yeah. So
And when you prompt, do you tell it whether you want to use ChatGPT?
Yeah.
So you have to tell it.
there's a drop down. You can pick whatever model you want.
Okay.
So you can compare them, you can pick your favorite model. And the great thing is you buy it for your company. So everyone in the company can use whatever model they want. You don't have to pick, okay, let's all go with it. Because, you know, let's say Claude is good for coding tasks, but your marketing team likes ChatGPT. So you get one subscription and they can all use whatever model. And the crazy thing is, the ChatGPT is $20 a month. And the Claude and Gemini, they're all $20 a month, but this one for $10 a month includes all of them via the API.
Wow.
And it's the exact same model.
Wow.
They've even got a native iOS app too, which is pretty good.
That's pretty amazing. I think I'm going to cancel my ChatGPT subscription and go with them.
Yeah, I already did.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, they've been a great sponsor for a while. So, what do you think of the driving so far?
So far, so good. I've been hearing great things about 12.5. You know, my car is
Hardware 3.
probably the last batch of Hardware 3. And
Hardware 3 is not out yet.
So it's going to come out now for Hardware 3. I'm looking forward to that. But
yeah, hopefully this weekend it'll come out.
That turn there was better than mine, because my car would have waited longer, and it's 12.4.3 I think for me.
Yeah, you're on 12.4.
Yeah, so it would have waited longer. This took a chance, you know, but it was safe.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing.
It's much more assertive and human-like. It's not laggy and slow like some of the older versions were, especially 12.4. It was way too overcautious.
Appears to be smoother. Let me see how it does this left turn. And also going down, Crunch has always been like, sometimes my car ping-pongs between the lanes there. So let's see how this one does.
Mom, what do you think of the driving so far?
So far, so good.
Are you comfortable?
I am. But your Cybertruck really, it's really hard to squeeze between the garage door and your Cybertruck. I have scratches all over my back.
Yeah, that's a big truck. All right, pretty smooth. I like it. So far, so good. Nice acceleration there, up to 42. Pretty well handling the curves. So what's the... Oh, there you go. See? That. It does on mine too. Yesterday, it kind of got... So...
Yeah, I think it's just kind of trying to stay away from the curb there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But generally, you do.
Yesterday, it did a very scary thing for me there. I don't know what it saw. It just, jerked to the right and left. But it's never done that before. So it's got a brain of its own.
Yeah, I think it was probably the curb or something there.
And
might have thrown it off.
And the lighting, yeah.
Yeah, it's possible.
So what's the difference between 12.5 and 12.4?
Well, it's a pretty big jump. It's almost like an 11 to 12 type of jump.
Like in what sense?
In the sense that they made the parameter count of the model 5 times larger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's really like a GPT 3.5 to GPT 4 kind of jump.
Wow.
and you'll notice a lot of little subtleties in how it drives that have been improved.
Does it read the signs better now? Like it's going to read
Yeah.
the truck sign now? That is for truck?
It usually handles it correctly now. Let's see.
Coming up, 25. 1, 2, 3. No, it read it as 25, but it's still driving
look,
at 43.
It recovered before it slowed down.
Yeah, that's it. But the second one, there's no recovery.
So, well, I read the second side. No, on the second one, sometimes it's somehow able to figure it out now. Maybe because it read the 2 signs already. We'll see, though.
We'll see. I think that part should be easy to train it to read signs, right?
Yeah.
So here's 45. So this one it ignored.
Yeah.
That's better.
Because now it already read the 2 signs.
Yeah.
So it knows it's 45. So you can see it's way improved compared to before, when it would slam on the brakes every time it saw that 25.
And it's gone up to 52.
Which is a totally natural speed to be driving.
Exactly.
45 is almost too slow for this road.
That's true.
So you can see how much more, it's the little details, right?
Yeah.
That it's getting correctly. And that issue with the truck speed limit sign has been plaguing us for years.
Yes.
Years and years with no fix, but now finally it's starting to work.
Acceleration smoother for sure.
Yeah.
Drive is smoother. That's obvious. Not that 12.4 has any jerk or anything. I think it's just that the way it seems to accelerate from 0 to whatever. And it's pulling closer to the car in front, which is nice on a stop traffic.
It is smarter about that.
That's better. Way better.
Really nice, right?
Yeah. Okay. Green light. This is pretty good. I mean, they could actually do a robotaxi very soon.
No. Well, yeah, it's getting there. It's not robotaxi yet, but it's getting close. It's able to consistently drive for hours without intervention now.
So if Waymo is doing robotaxi, you think their software is better than this?
Well, Waymo has mapping of the entire environment. They're geo-fenced, and they only take routes where they have a high probability of success. So I think if they had HD mapping on this too, then they had a good sense of what routes they're taking, they could plan that, then they could probably offer a service too. Like, I think this software is getting to the point where maybe like at night in San Francisco or Los Angeles, you could probably offer a service and have it be pretty reliable. A few more iterations and...
But what does the map have to do? I mean, the biggest variable is the traffic and everybody else on the street, that you can't predict their behavior.
Yeah, but you could say, for example, okay, this street is often really crowded when school's getting out.
Okay.
So let's not take that street, that kind of thing. Or like, for example, I went to Outside Lands and Waymo just said, okay, well, we're not going to go close to there, walk half a mile away and we'll pick you up from there. That type of thing.
Yeah, no, that I understand, but whatever street is driving, I mean, there could be a lot of people suddenly coming out of, let's say...
I mean, it just works perfectly.
Yeah.
Whatever you ask it to do, it just handles it perfectly. So there's nothing that can really trip it up. Yeah, in that sense, they have a driverless solution.
But do you think there are people behind the scene watching it?
Yeah, but, the intelligence is all on the car. It's doing almost everything itself. There are people, obviously, who can watch the car, and sometimes the car can phone home and ask a question. So if it's unsure, it'll say, hey, I'm seeing this emergency vehicle. Should I go around or should I stay? They'll send like a multiple choice question back home, and then a human can look at the situation and say, just stay, right? So that kind of thing also helps. So yeah, I mean, Tesla will probably be doing a driverless service of the same kind within a year or two, I think, just based on what I'm seeing with this software.
So you think Tesla will also have some engineers in some call center that can answer questions from the car's intelligence when it's not sure?
I think you probably have to have some monitors, some remote monitors, who can answer requests from, when the car is unsure about something.
Correct. Yeah, that's an easy implementation.
So essentially, you just have to get interventions rare enough that you can move from in-car intervention to remote intervention.
Correct. So you think 12.5 is interventions are rare enough?
For a robotaxi? I don't think so. I mean, I haven't had any safety critical interventions yet, but
then why do you say I don't think so?
Well, it's still not perfect. It's very good, but it can't reverse, for example. So there's still things it can't do.
So reverse is something that they've turned it off. I noticed that several times my car almost wanted to do a 3-point turn.
Yeah.
And it would just make that move, but then the second point, which is got to be reversed, it stopped. So that tells me that it knows how to make a 3-point turn, but it's been told not to reverse.
Yeah, they're supposed to activate Smart Summon and Vanish this month, and then the car should be able to reverse.
Have they merged the highway stack with the street?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. So
that's supposed to come in one of the next point updates.
So 3 big updates. That, Vanish, and Smart Summon.
And Cybertruck FSD, and then Hardware 3 FSD. So they're busy this month. They got a lot of big stuff.
5 milestones.
Yeah.
Which one's going to come first?
I don't know. Hopefully at least one of those 5 things.
Oh, one of those 5 things is going to come first for sure. I think they will have, from my understanding, they'll have Hardware 3 first, Cybertruck second, and then they will have the highway merge, and then they will have the summon, and then last will be Vanish. That order.
Yeah, then you're going to have a complete feature set. You theoretically could not drive the car for a whole day and have it take you around, summon out of a parking spot.
But we didn't talk about reverse. Are you saying reverse is part of the...
Reverse would come with part of summon.
You think so?
That's what Ashok said. He said once we merge in Smart Summon, then the car will also gain the ability to reverse.
Watch this.
Yeah, that was smart.
Yeah.
So it kind of looked like it wasn't a lane, but then it had an arrow.
Yeah.
So it was smart enough to ignore the kind of previous markings that were on the road.
So the...
Okay, now this is an issue. It actually needs to be in the right lane here.
Yeah.
But it's in the left lane. I don't think it realizes that it needs to be over one lane to our right.
It will eventually realize that, but there's a car to my right now. So the lane change is going to be tricky. Oh, it's going to miss it.
No, don't count it out just yet.
No, now it's showing a right arrow, which is not a good thing. Oh my God. Okay, go.
See?
Like, yeah.
I told you not to count it out. You thought it was going to miss it.
Yeah, but that's not...
Is that not what you would do?
No. Well, if I realized later after, but I wouldn't go around the town. But technically, I could get a ticket for that. If a cop was watching me.
I think that if there wasn't a car there, it would have changed over earlier.
But that's a lane data thing, right? That's not something that it could have figured out from...
Well, it didn't have the right map data to tell it needed to be in the right lane.
Yeah. But the way it handled it was superb. Perfect.
Exactly. It's really good at changing lanes now. Like, you having seen older versions thought, oh, there's no way it's going to make it. It's over. It's missed it. But this version, when you think it missed it, it still has some moves. I mean, some of the lane changes I've seen it pull off are like my jaws on the floor, like on the 405 and stuff, when it's like completely tight traffic and it's still able to get through somehow. You're like, wow.
So do you have the speed set to auto?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's deciding on its own what speed to drive at.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's doing a pretty good job. Speed limit's 35. It's doing 42. I have it on assertive.
But do you have like a 10% over the speed limit of?
There's none of that anymore.
Oh, that's not there anymore.
Average will pretty much follow the speed limit. Assertive will go a little over, and chill will follow the speed limit.
Okay.
Assertive is kind of what you need for LA.
This is assertive?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't feel assertive. It feels normal. You're right, in LA.
Yeah.
You know.
Assertive is average here.
Yeah, otherwise you're gonna get people crossing the road. It detects them. Didn't detect the dog. The puppy. So I noticed that your animation shows the colors on the thing, like a yellow line is shown in yellow, the yellow lines. In mine, there's no animation on big screen. When are we getting that big screen?
I don't know. I've been asking for it forever, but Tesla doesn't seem to want to do it.
Yeah, it's not a high priority for them, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that acceleration. I love
Yeah,
that.
so it had to change over to the
Lane,
left,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it sped up ahead so it could change lanes in front of the guy.
That's very smart.
Just like what we would do as a human.
Exactly. Okay, here it's a tricky situation. The left lane has got a lot of cars in it. It has to get in early. Let's see if it gets in early. It's showing the blinker, but it's taking too long.
Come on, you're gonna miss the light, you stupid car.
I already missed the light. Yeah. See, there I would have gotten into the double yellow lane, but
Yeah.
That's fine.
I think it was kind of looking to see where the lane opened. It didn't want to necessarily drive on the wrong side of the road or something.
Has it gotten better at the dips?
Oh yeah, much better.
Bumps too?
Even just rough surfaces in the road, it's much better at detecting things like that.
Someone's driving a golf cart. Seriously? People are funny. Oh, interesting the way it navigated that.
Yeah, I think it thought maybe that car was gonna make a right turn.
Very nice. Definitely more human-like feel on the drive.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a professional chauffeur. It's so comfortable.
Very nice. Yeah. So far, so good.
The days of...
Hey, there's a new Chinese restaurant here, Rani. That W is closed. Now it's called Lotus. You should check it out.
Before FSD, we'd be going to dinner. You guys would be screaming at me, "Calm down, what are you doing? Slow down. Why did you do that?" Now FSD can just handle everything.
Oh, that was autopilot. That was completely different.
No, I'm talking about when I was driving manually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You were a bad driver, for sure. Thank God for FSD. Actually, I don't drive myself for the same reason, because I get distracted too. And sometimes I like crossing over the lane, I don't realize, Plus, I like this new 12.4 now. The camera is watching you, so it's a lot more strict. So I don't even look at my phone, because I already got 2 strikes.
That alone can save your life.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's kind of nice to have some time to not look at any devices and just look outside.
Absolutely. We need to connect more with our physical world.
Yeah, I think that's really what FSD is all about. Going places, having experiences in the real world, spending time with people, and having it be easy. It's just very comfortable. You don't feel worried.
I know, with the bumper-to-bumper traffic on Pacific Coast Highway here, very nice. Braking is smoother. You're not worried the guy behind you is gonna come hit you.
Right.
99% of my drives are now FSD for last maybe year and a half with, you know, point A to point B, zero touch. I'm like, even with like other people in the car, I'm just always on FSD and they're like looking at me and they're concerned. I'm like, now most people that ride with me, they're very comfortable. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
nobody thinks about it anymore.
People don't even notice that it's not a human. It's so lifelike, no one would ever think it's a piece of software.
Correct. You remember we took a ride in Cruise last year?
Yeah, then they got shut down.
They didn't come back after that accident?
No, they never came back. I think they're focusing on other states now, like Texas, but they don't have their permit in California yet.
Yeah, because they tried to hide the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what happened there could have happened with Waymo too. Or even,
Yeah,
you know,
but Waymo wouldn't have lied about it.
Who knows?
They're smarter than them. The last thing you want to do is lie or try and hide the reality. Because there were witnesses, people saw. You're not going to pull a fast one on the investigators.
What did they lie about? They just lied about the length of the video.
They just cropped the video slightly, leaving out a slight detail that the car, you know, after stopping, drove further and then ran them over. After hitting them, it stopped. Then it tried to pull over, and in pulling over, it ran over the person. And they were stuck for 30 minutes under that car. And they left out that last detail.
Yeah. That was kind of embarrassing. Did anybody die on that accident?
No, I think the person's okay. I mean, obviously, they went to the hospital. They were recovering for a while, but I think they're alive.
Yeah. Has anybody interviewed them?
I don't think so. Probably if I were Cruise, I would say, listen, we're going to pay for all your medical treatment. We're going to cover everything in exchange for just signing an NDA.
But I thought that the accident was actually with another car. They were originally hit by somebody else.
Yeah.
It wasn't Cruise that hit them.
That's right.
So that's important factor here.
Yeah, actually the human driver hit the person. Then they flew up and hit the Cruise.
Exactly.
And then the Cruise tried to pull over. So people often forget that part, that it was actually the human driver who made the mistake first.
Exactly. Very
And
important.
that's really why we're working on things like Cruise and Waymo and FSD, is to make that history.
Yeah.
I'm sure that if...
I mean, it's like, let's say, we're driving right now and something falls from the sky, right? We're not going to blame Tesla FSD for that.
Someone will. The guys who hate Tesla, Dan O'Dowd, will be, oh my God.
Wow. It doesn't really matter what others say. I'm just saying the reasoning has to be...
No, it wasn't really their fault. Yeah. It could have happened to anybody. The issue is just that when you don't provide all the details, when you're not forthcoming, then the trust is broken.
Correct.
They don't know next time are they going to tell the truth. So they said, okay, go ahead and test in some other state. We don't need this here in California.
I think that was...
Then the CEO left, the CTO, the 9 top executives.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And actually the CEO of Cruise is now starting a robot company with 2 of the people who worked on FSD 12.
Oh, really?
Yeah, interestingly enough. And then you have...
who are the guys that worked on FSD 12?
Kyle Vogt, and I think it's Paril Jain.
Oh, okay.
And forgot the name of the other one.
Interesting. Robots.
Yeah.
Like competition to Optimus?
I don't know what the product is exactly, but something in robotics.
Oh, robotics.
Everybody's looking at robotics. Even Apple is supposedly working on a tabletop robot.
But I don't understand. Robotics is not a new science. Well, I think.
But now we have the AI to control the robot.
Oh, wow! Do you see that?
Yeah. It makes moves that are so aggressive that the forward collision warning system's like, hey. But it's like, no, it's fine.
Yeah. That's funny. It's warning itself.
I know.
Hey, you're driving too rash. Careful there.
But it just shows you that old stack that's warning you, that would never
have done this.
It would never have done it because it thinks it's going to hit it.
Yeah.
Which is what it's expressing. But this software is smart enough to know, no, it's moving, we're not going to hit it. So I think in the future we'll probably get much better forward collision warning, much better automatic emergency braking powered by this new stack. And it's not going to give you false alerts like that.
Well, this wasn't a false alert. It was actually a good alert if I was driving. But because FSD was driving and had done the math and the calculation, for it was a safe move. For a human being, it could have been easily something that I didn't notice.
Mm-hmm. True.
So you think on when are they going to have the Robotaxi annual? Is it October 10th or 8th?
Yeah, October 10th.
10/10.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's no longer 8/8.
Yep.
So 10/10, you think 10/10 they're going to have 12.8 or something like that by then?
Something like that. There'll be a few more versions ahead. I think they're going to do some demos at the event too.
With the car, right? No steering wheels, no accelerator, no brakes.
Yep.
Those all can be buttons, technically nowadays.
You can control it with the screen.
Yeah.
Just, forward, reverse, whatever. You really need to give pretty minimal input. The software can do everything.
True.
Alright, so this is interesting. It's getting into the double yellow.
Which is actually fine.
Yeah, that's what it has to do.
Yeah.
And then look at that. It doesn't wait for this other guy like the old versions of the software would.
No, plus it turned yellow.
Yeah.
So it figured that out.
It takes its chance when it has a chance, which I really like.
This is exactly human-like. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly what I would have done. Like sometimes I reach to change the lane or something and it's already done it for me. Before I could even reach and do it myself, it's executed the maneuver.
Oh, nice. It saw the guy is letting him go. Wow.
And then also, you noticed
right
there were some people approaching the crosswalk. Older versions might have stopped and frozen, like, oh my god.
What do I do now? Yeah.
But it was smart enough to know, look, they haven't even entered the crosswalk. If they see me going, they're not going to jump in front of the car, right?
That we don't know. That's a presumption, right?
I mean, you could see it slowed down a little bit when it saw them. It was cautiously proceeding. It was waiting. If they hadn't been there, it would have taken the turn a little faster.
Okay, there's a mail truck that's sticking out into our lane, and there's a car coming, so it's a tight maneuver.
It's slowing down.
Okay, wow.
Perfect.
It didn't even have
and do
to
you
go
see
to
how
the
it
other
slowed
side.
down for that dip too?
Yeah.
Okay, now this is a complicated intersection.
Very complicated.
This is the bane of FSD's existence for many years.
Yes. And that guy's wanted to make a left turn. Oh my god, it's letting him do the left turn first. Oh wow. Yeah. How about
it's a Tesla, so.
Yeah.
Tesla brotherhood. Let him go.
But technically we had the right of way.
But it picked up their intention from the blinker.
Yeah.
Because they hadn't started turning yet.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
And it did not want to take the chance of proceeding and letting the guy follow the rules. So the guy is waving at us as if the FSD noticed that and said, okay, fine, thank you. for letting me go first. Okay, there's a bicyclist in our lane. There's not a separate bicycle lane here, and there's a car coming, and it's slowing down, and it's gonna. Let's see how much gap it's gonna create between us and the bicyclist.
It's a lot of cars coming
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it has to.
Notice how it's adjusting the
Yeah.
way it accelerates from the stop.
Yes, absolutely. And there are people coming out of the house who are kind of unsure where they're going. So FSD has to think for them. It's driving very slowly, very slowly.
Yeah, I think
Watching
because
this woman on the bicycle.
we don't have visibility.
Giving her enough space. Wonderful. Very well handled. Very well handled.
Yeah, there's a little
Yeah,
bit of a hill
better
here.
than me.
So it's tough to see what cars are coming.
True. But also
Yeah,
not having a separate bicycle lane and giving at least 5 feet to the
Yeah.
woman on the bicycle, that was safe.
the end result is you don't have to worry about it. Oh, there's a person on a bike. Doesn't matter. It's as easy as
Yeah.
being on a
Wasn't
highway.
there an accident for Waymo when it killed somebody on the bike
No,
in Phoenix?
no. That was no. Uber
was that?
Uber killed someone in Phoenix.
Oh, Uber, yeah.
Waymo hasn't killed
Yeah,
anybody.
they stopped right after that, right? They
Yeah,
also,
they shut down. Waymo hasn't killed anybody. They did hit someone on a bike, but that person didn't die.
Yeah.
And I don't know, apparently they were kind of going the wrong way or something. I don't know.
Very nice. We are impressed. I'm impressed.
Mhm.
It's good to. There's a little dip here. Wow. Why did it go this? Oh, this is one way
Yeah.
traffic. I forgot.
It's turning onto Manhattan Beach Boulevard.
And it knows this is one way road, obviously. I had forgotten that it turned into a one way. And now it has to get into this special lane here.
Yeah. I might have not even figured that out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so this is you just look at this intersection, it's a very complicated intersection here.
Yeah, I know. What is it?
But the car's able to figure it out. It's even reading the cars in the grocery store parking lot there.
They made it complicated. They didn't have to do this and this.
True. All right, so this is a very busy street here, Manhattan Beach Boulevard. We're near the Manhattan Beach Pier. So there's a lot of people walking, a lot of shopping, people getting dinner. It's a Friday.
Yeah.
So there may be some challenges as we approach our destination.
True. There's no stop sign here, but some kind of flashing.
There are some kids on bikes. There's a guy, unloading stuff from his trunk. Here's some people getting out of their car.
Yep. And you see the Pacific Ocean right in front of you. You can drop us at the restaurant and we'll check in meanwhile.
Okay.
Boy, a lot of people here today.
Yeah,
Because it was a warm day.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they?
We rarely get warm days.
What do you mean?
Well, in LA, we don't get that many warm days.
Huh?
In South Bay, we don't get like 100-degree temperature like we,
Oh.
if it goes into 90s, it's rare.
Do you notice how they started putting the air quality and the temperature there in the corner?
Oh, nice.
And you can tap it and actually get a forecast of the weather.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Pretty cool.
And the air quality is what? Good?
Not good.
But this area has got a good air quality.
A lot of cars. All right, Mom, what's your opinion on the ride?
It's very good, very smooth. Except you missed that left turn there.
Which left turn?
I mean, not missed it. It was too late. And
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The light turned red.
Do you mean the right turn?
The left.
Left turn. But you know, she's talking about when it was in the wrong lane. Where's the restaurant? It's further down, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We might actually be able to park in the parking lot then. This is the one. Okay, good. I see it now. All right, you drop us here, Omar, and you go find a
I
parking.
think we've been here before.
I don't remember.
I remember
They-
one time. I think for your birthday or something
Maybe.
we went there.
Yeah, the Strand House would have been other choice.
All right, that's
Thank
it.
you.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.